Okay, number 217. I have a calendar right there. That's why I always look over there. And this is about Gandhi's linking what you think, what you say, and what you do is yoga. And this is based off a quote from Gandhi that I found. Supposedly Gandhi said it. Maybe he didn't, but it doesn't matter. It's the meaning of the quote that matters. But most likely he said it because this is something Gandhi would have said. It's his thinking. And this is the quote. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. Think, say, and do. Let them be in harmony. And that brings a peace of mind, which is happiness. So this is yoga. What you think, say, and do are linked in harmony. Not because they're separate, but because they're all one. There's a oneness there. So we definitely separate them. Language separates these activities. Thinking is different than saying, and then what you say is different from what you do. Of course, that is what we do. We separate them. But if they have the essence of oneness, then they're all one. You know, it's like the body and the arms and the legs and say the head. I don't know. I'm thinking off the top of my head. These are all separate things, but they're all the body. Same concept. What you think, say, and do is one. Is one body. And then you make sure they stay as one body by making sure they are based off the same essence of oneness, which is yoga. And with that thought, we're going to do yoga. And we're going to feel this oneness on the yoga mat. And this is what you're learning in yoga when you do yoga, is this oneness. This oneness that you have with the body, this oneness you have with the mind, this oneness that you have with the movements and everything that makes up a yoga routine. It's one. So when you get off the yoga mat, you continue this oneness throughout the day. In yoga, yoga just means oneness of the mind and body. So you get rid of judgment, you get rid of trying to be somewhere, you get rid of whatever separates the mind and the body. Once you get rid of that, the mind's here, the body's here, boom, it becomes one. And when it becomes one, you tap into oneness. And then when you're in oneness, you're doing yoga. That is yoga. And then when you're off the yoga mat, you stay in this oneness. Of course, does it last? No. Right when you get off the yoga mat, something could happen. And within a minute, you're out of the oneness. But that's what you're training yourself on the yoga mat to do, to bring yourself back to the oneness. So when you're in a pose, for example, and you're doing a pose and your mind wanders and you start to think about that second cup of coffee, or you start to think about something that happened at work or at school or whatever, and then you realize you're thinking about that, then you bring your mind back to the oneness of the yoga routine. Same thing when you're off the yoga mat. You're just training yourself on the yoga mat. When you're off the yoga mat, you do the same thing. You're moving through life as oneness, and then something happens, your mind goes here, and you go back to the oneness. Your mind goes here again throughout the day, and back to oneness. It goes out here. You can stay out there for hours. You can stay out there the whole day. You can stay out there for a week. I've been there. Stay out there for a whole year. But you eventually bring it back. And that's what you're learning on the yoga mat. You're shortening that time. That's why it's important to do yoga every single day, because you're training your mind to stay in this oneness. Every single day, and you try to do it at the same time, so your mind gets used to that time. Your mind will say, okay, it's 5:30, and it gets used to that time of training it. It likes to be trained, wants to be trained, wants to be one, because that's the natural state of it. It wants to be one with the body and the movements. I have to take off my glasses. So I'm right next to the microphone. See, I have the microphone right there. $40 microphone, $150 camera, $190. I'm borrowing that microphone actually. So, anyway, so today we're just going to continue to do the sun salutations until I get a new camera. But also, we're going to continue it because I want to do 4 sun salutations today. And I want to think about, or I was going to say try, but try is a difficult word to use in yoga, but you're going to let yourself become one during these 4 sun salutations. Same concept that Gandhi was mentioning, that harmony. You're going to find that harmony in these yoga sun salutations that we're about to do. And you do that by letting the mind and body connect with the movement. And sun salutations are designed to have counter poses. So you inhale in one when you're opening up, and you exhale in the other. And then the next one, inhale, because it's an opening pose, then a closed pose, exhale. You go back and forth like that. So we're going to do 4 of these. And you're going to inhale in them as much as you can, and as much as you think you can, and you go slowly. And then you're going to exhale. Same thing. Get all the air out slowly. Move slowly. And then I'll lead you through them. And we're always going to take the left foot back. Always take the left foot up. But it makes sense when we do them. And I'll lead you through the first one. And then the second one, I'll lead a little bit more. And the last 2, I'm just going to say the breaths. And let the mind and body connect as one, and connect with the activity and the movement of the sun salutations. Very important, because then that's what you take off the yoga mat. That's why I like yoga personally more than, say, a sitting meditation, because yoga mimics movement. And when you're out in the real world, you're moving. And if you stay in meditative state on the mat as you move, you can make it easier to do that in the so-called real world. So, and then we're going to go to easy pose, and then wind down in easy pose, seal it up with yoga seal, and then boom, done. Should be around 6 a.m. or 6:02 or so. So feet are shoulder width apart, toes go up, spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent, hips are tilted, arms are relaxed. No tension of the arms or the shoulders. And in the mount pose, you're lengthening up. So you lengthen yourself up, pull yourself up, so get the skeleton lengthened, and then let the bones sit on top of each other. And find that stability where the skeleton is just standing as if you were just your skeleton. And think of nothing else but of the breathing. You're going to focus 100% on the breathing. Think of nothing else. And if you do, don't judge it. Doesn't matter. Just bring your focus back to the breathing. Bring your palms together, thumbs to the heart center. It's the first stretch, so go nice and easy. Push the arms out, up and back. Inhale. Inhale slowly. And then exhale. As you exhale, you hinge forward from the lower back, reaching out, keeping the back straight. And then when you go down, palms go to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. And get all the air out. Foreheads go to the knees. Do the best you can. The left leg is back. Always left leg goes back. Inhaling, low line, shove the foot to the floor, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward, back is arching. Inhaling slowly. And then you're going to go into downward dog. To go into downward dog, you go with the toes curling under, knee goes up. Then go into the downward dog, arms straight, legs are straight. Exhale, no tension to the neck, so the head dangles. Get all the air out. Push all the air out. Then go slide into the upper dog, drop down to the knees and the chest. You slide up, tops of the feet are to the floor, palms are to the floor. And just do the best you can, inhaling as much as you can. Then exhale. Back to downward dog, get all the air out, arms are straight, legs are straight. You're pushing into the pose as you're exhaling. And then left foot is up between the hands, so left foot goes back, left foot goes up. Top of the foot's to the floor in the back, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is arching, head is up. Inhaling slowly. And then curl the toes under the back, knee goes up, high lunge just for a second, and then standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. Get all the air out. Forehead's going to the knees. The palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Then exhale. Then inhale again. That's one sun salutation. We have 3 more. Exhale, hinge forward. Standing forward bend. Get all the air out. Push all the air out. Left leg is back. Low lunge, opening up. Feeling open. Linking the movement with the breathing. And then downward dog. Exhale. Get all the air out. Push all the air out. Then inhale, slide into upward dog. Inhale as much as you can. And then exhale, downward dog, get all the air out. Left foot is up, inhale. Inhale as much as you can. And keep your awareness on the breathing. Exhale, standing forward bend. Push all the air out. The palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Exhale, 2 more. Now I'm just going to say the breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Left leg is back, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Left leg is up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Left leg is back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Left foot is up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale. You're going to go to mountain pose. Feet are shoulder width apart. Knees are bent. Hips are tilted. Arms are relaxed. So no tension in the arms or the shoulders. And then remember in mountain pose, you're lengthening up. So pull yourself up. Get the skeleton straight. And let the bones sit on top of each other. And find that stability. Everyone looks different. So don't try to mimic a pose that you saw in a book or online. Just find that spot in yourself. Let the skeleton stand. Remember, you don't fight the pose. So if you sway a little bit or move a little bit, just go with it. That's where the true stability is. True stability is in the flexibility and the ability to go with the flow. If you fight it, you're just trying to stay still and you're like, man, I want to stay still. That's not yoga. that breaks. If something's real firm, like a stick, and it moves, it breaks. But like a straw, for example, twig, it moves. That has more stability in it, from breaking. So just go with it and focus on the breathing. And with focusing on the breathing, you're going to watch yourself breathe. You do that by watching your belly go in and out as you inhale and exhale. So as you inhale, the belly swells with air, the belly goes out, just watch it. Then you exhale, the belly goes in, and just watch it. Or you bring your focus to the tip of the nose and watch the air go in and out. Feeling stable, becoming one with the earth, just like a mountain is one with the earth. You're also one with the earth. And we go to easy pose. Easy pose is the modification of the lotus pose. If you do the lotus pose, do the lotus pose. So with the easy pose, hands go to your knees, maybe in your lap. Some people put them in their lap. If you have fatigue in your back, you can go back or lean against the wall. One leg is out. Wherever you are, you go. Make it easy. It's called easy pose. So make it easy. It's about focusing on the breathing. It's about connecting the mind and the body. So if the pose is uncomfortable, you're not giving yourself a base to have the mind and body connect as one. You want that base, you want that foundation. You're not trying to fight it. Just letting go and accepting where you are. Can't speak. Sometimes I speak good, well, great, whatever. Sometimes I don't. Acceptance. Now you're going to tilt the head to the right ears to the right shoulder, back stays straight, left shoulder stays down. And you're focused 100% on the breathing. Now when you're focused on the breathing here, it heightens your awareness and lets you feel the stretch in the left side of the neck. Lets you feel what's happening in the body. So maybe you feel something in your knee, or your lower back, or in your shoulder, or wherever. But what you're learning is that you're focusing on the breathing. You're aware of that stuff, but you are not those so-called issues. So when you're off the yoga mat, negative situations are happening around you. You're aware of them, you handle them, you take care of them, but you don't let them become you. That's what you're learning in yoga. So right hand goes to the side of the head. It's training the mind to earn that. Release the tension in the arm. It makes the arm heavy, and it pulls your head down. Keep the left shoulder down. Now, if you are pulling down a little bit because you can't release it all the way, that's fine. Actually, right now I'm pulling mine down a little bit because I'm talking, and now I'm releasing. And if you can't do it, that's fine. That's where you are. You accept it. Accepting where you are, what you can do, and essentially accepting who you are. Very, very important mindset. Acceptance is important. And then go ahead and release. Heads back to center. Then you're going to tilt the head to the left. Left ear to the left shoulder. Right shoulder stays down. Back is straight. Again, focus on the breathing. 100% focus on the breathing. That heightens your awareness. Lets you know it's being stretched. So you're aware of the right side of the neck being stretched. You're aware of what's happening in the body. For me, I'm aware I didn't cut off the heater. That's like the 4th time in a row I didn't cut it off. So I even thought about it. I was like, okay, I need to cut it off. And then I started doing something else. See, it wasn't one. I should have just did it. But I wanted to get a little bit warmer. Then take the left hand, place it to the side of the head, let the weight of the arm bring the head down. So you release the tension in the arm, makes the arm heavy, brings the head down, right shoulder's down. And if you can't release the tension in the arm fully and you're pulling down, that is fine too. Doesn't matter. That's where you are. That's what you can do. Acceptance. Accept it. And just focus on breathing, where the stretch, on the right side of the neck. Then bring the head back to center. And tilt the head back. Chin goes straight up. So the head goes back, but you're reaching up. Chin is going straight up. And just focus on the breathing. Take the knuckles, place them under the chin, pushing straight up. You go ahead and release. Chin's going down to the chest, back straight. Keep it back as straight as you can. Lock the fingers, palms go to the back of the head. Relax the arms, make the arms heavy, so you relax the arms. Let the weight of the arms bring the head down, keep the back straight. If you're pulling a little bit, that's fine. Go ahead and release, head back to the center. And then shoulder shrug, shoulders to the ears, back, down and around. As the shoulders go up, you're inhaling. And as they go back and down, you're exhaling. You're linking the movement with the breathing. And the movement, as subtle as it is, becomes a form of a moving meditation. Let's focus on the breathing. And then when shoulders go to the ears, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down, inhale as you go up. Again, focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but of the breathing. When the shoulders go to the ears, bring yourself to center. And then neck rolls. You're going to drop the head to the right, down and around. When the head drops down and goes around, you're exhaling. The head goes up and back, you're inhaling. Link the movement with the breathing. Focus 100% on the breathing. That heightens your awareness, lets you feel what's being stretched, and it lets you feel the movement. So the movement and the stretching is no longer just movement and stretching. It's becoming a form of a moving meditation. And then when your head goes to the top, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down and around. Inhale as you go up. Again, focus 100% on the breathing, linking the movement with the breathing. Think of nothing else but of the breathing. And then when the head goes to the top, you're going to bring yourself to center. Then trunk rotations, dropping down to the right, down and around. When you go down and around, back straight, and you're exhaling. And you're reaching out with the back. And when you go up, you're inhaling. Link the movement with the breathing. Focus 100% on the breathing. Think of nothing else but of the breathing. Very important. In yoga, what rides in on the breathing is the prana. Life energy. And then we go to the top and reverse. Exhale as you go down and around, reaching out, back straight, to as straight as you can get it. When you go up, you're inhaling. Link the movement with the breathing. This is becoming a form of a moving meditation. And then we go to the top, bring yourself to center. Now have spinal twists. So left hand's on the right knee, right arm goes up. Think of the spine, pull yourself up, reaching up. Then you twist, palm goes to the floor, so in the back. Arm is straight, and it's against the back. And the head is twisting. Make sure you're twisting the head. It's very important to twist the head. And it's easy in this pose to not twist the head. And you're letting yourself breathe. So when you inhale, the belly swells with air and it pushes you out of the pose slightly. Let yourself be pushed out. When you exhale, the belly goes in. And then you go back into the pose. It's a very subtle movement, and you're aware of it, but you're not focused on it. You're focusing on the breathing. We're going to release, back to center. And then the other side, so right hand's on the left knee, left arm goes up, pull yourself up, get the spine as straight as you can get it. Then you twist, palm goes to the floor, is in the back, arm is straight and is against the back. And make sure the head is twisting. Very important to twist the head and let yourself breathe. Again, when you inhale, the belly swells with air and it pushes you out of the pose slightly. And then when you exhale, the belly goes in and you go back into the pose. It's a very subtle movement. You're not focused on it. You're focusing on the breathing, but you're aware of it. And what you're learning is to be aware of subtleness. So when you're off the yoga mat, you are aware of the subtle things that happen around you. Told you I can't speak. Can't. Then go ahead and release. Very important to let yourself breathe. Letting yourself and just letting things happen makes you aware of what's happening, because then you're not hyper-focused on something. You become aware. And in yoga, you do that by focusing on the breathing and heightens your awareness. There's other benefits to it too, but that's the mental thing. So what time is it? I'll have my contacts in. And we'll do the yoga seal. You're going to reach behind you, grab the left wrist with the right hand, and then you're going to lean forward, bring the forehead down towards the floor, to the floor. And you're sealing in all the benefits of the yoga poses, keeping the peace that you gained through the rest of the day. Bring yourself back up. Hands go back in front. Get comfortable. And we're just going to watch ourselves breathe. You'll watch yourself breathe. Have you straight as you can get it. And remember to watch yourself breathe. You bring your focus to the belly. As you inhale, the belly expands with air. You watch that. When you exhale, the belly goes in. Or you bring your focus to the tip of the nose and watch the air go in and out. Think of nothing else but of the breathing. Remember, you're already breathing automatically, so you're just watching it. You're not controlling it, you're watching it. I'm going to stay here just a little bit longer, so just watch yourself breathe. Palms together. Namaste. That's it. Now that's number 217 YouTube Live Yoga Routine. And I will see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Arizona time, Mountain Standard Time. So namaste, peace and love.